Hi, for every successful house, there is a need for a solid foundation. In this exciting week, I'm going to expose you to how to set up a gradebook as well as marking examination online. My name is Buhari Al-Hassan and I'm going to go through the journey together with you in this exciting week. Thank you.
In this video, we will be seeing what is a gradebook, the usage of gradebook, and setting up a gradebook in Moodle. We will also be seeing the basics of online marking. Gradebook. When building a house, there must be a need to lay a solid foundation. So setting a gradebook is like automation or defining of aggregated score and feedback from activities set for learning. For instance, if there are a number of activities that are set in a course, activity 1, for example, essay, multiple choice questions, assignment, and other form of activities that are set in the course, Gradebook will aggregate those activities and form a solid foundation for them so that it will be displayed to the learners and they will understand how many scores are they graded for each of the activities. The use of the gradebook is for basically organizing your scores or your grades for easy of identification and categorization of each steps of the course. It is also used to provide proper guidance for students to be able to know for each of the module what are the grades that they are scored by the teachers. Setting up gradebook in Moodle. This is a typical structure of Moodle learning management system, as you already have seen in the several videos presented in this program. I have set up a course where we will be using to show different activities in the course and how you can attach grade to each of the activity and accumulate the aggregate of the activity. For example, in this, I have this course, this activity or this topic, gradebook and online marking. I also have this, as you have seen in the previous video, effective guide to quiz and question bank. If I want to set up the gradebook for this course, all I need to do is I will click on this gear button right here, then I will click on gradebook setup. From the gradebook setup, the system can allow me to define a category for each of the gradebook, which I will later on see it in my activities such as assignment or quizzes. If I want to add a category to it, for example, the category of assignment, I may have assignment 1, 2, 3, 4. So I can put them under one category of a grade, and I may have a continuous assessment 1, 2, 3. I can create the activity and categorize everything under the course. To add a new gradebook category, click on Add Category. When you click on that, it will take you to the page where you will be able to define the name of the category. For example, category of assignment. So all the test settings for this lecture, we are going to leave it as it is, and we will go ahead and click on Save Changes. I will also go ahead and create another category, which I will call it the categories of examination. I will give it a name, examination. So from here, I will also leave all the other settings as it is and click on Save Changes. From this, you will realize that for each of the category, it has a mark allocated to it. So I can decide to allocate 50 mark to go to all the assignment, and I can decide to allocate 50 mark to go for all the remaining items, like the examination. So once I put it, the system will automatically adjust the template to be able to accommodate the marks that I have entered. So now I have defined the categories of the gradebook. It's now for me to create the grade items, which I can do it manually right here by clicking on that, but for the purpose of this tutorial, we are going to create the grade item automatically from each and every activity. After you have inserted the grades, then you have to be able to save the changes by clicking on Save Changes. Once you save, all the changes is going to be saved. Now you can go back to the course to be able to add the grade items. Click on the breadcrumb for the course to go back. Now to add an activity of assignment, for example, click on Add Activity and Resources, and it will display the pop-up menu where you will choose the type of activity you will add, and for each of activity you can attach it to a particular gradebook. Click on Assignment. From here you can give it a name, for example Assignment 1, and you can give a description to the student for the assignment right here in the description box, and you can attach a file and define all the other settings. For this tutorial, I'm going to leave all the other settings as it is. I will go to the section of grade, which I will now choose what is the mark for this assignment 1. For example, 10 marks. I can define it, and I can select under grade category right here. I can select the category of assignment which I have created earlier. Once I select it, then I will click on Save and return to the course. Assignment has been added. I can also add another activity and resource by clicking on Add Activity and Resource. For example, I can add a quiz which can serve as an examination. Click on Quiz. From the Edit Quiz page, you can add whether it is examination 1 or 2. Type, for example, examination 1. Examination 1. And you can put the description for the student. And for the purpose of this tutorial, I am going to leave all other settings and go to the grade section. So I will choose a grade category for each examination as we have set up initially, and I will click on Save and return to the course. From here you will realize the 2 activities are added. Now I can move back to the gradebook section, gradebook setup section, where I will directly see all the activities that I have added. They have aligned to my grade categories. Under assignment, you can see the assignment that I have set up, and under examination, you can see the examination that I have set up. I can decide to override the mark and make it, for example, 10 mark if I wish, and I can make this one 5 mark if I wish, which is the examination 1. 5 mark if I wish. So I can save the changes for whatever changes I have made. So for this, now the entire grade is going to be shown to the student as it is, and the total mark for the course is going to be collated for the student and display to the student accordingly. Online marking. Online marking is the grading of activities that requires manual grading virtually or online. In this marking, you are not required to hold a paper or to be in a venue where the marking is going to be taking place. Rather, you will mark the script or the examinations that are taken by the student at the comfort of your room. This will involve manual grading in Moodle, which can be applied to either assignment or a quiz that have an essay questions, which we will later see in this part of the video. The basics of online marking in Moodle. Basically, you can mark essay questions or assignment, which we will demonstrate in this video later. Part of the benefit of online marking, it reduces cost and it also gives a room for quick result processing, whereby once the scripts are marked, it will automatically be saved into the database, into the gradebook, where all the grades are going to be collected by the collection officers without submitting the grade manually. It also gives a room for easy results analysis and ranking, as it is a real time. As the marker is marking the script, the examiners are receiving whatever scores he entered into the gradebook. It also allows flexibility, which is flexible to certain level. You can be able to mark it at any location that you are. This is a typical structure of Moodle installation. You can mark either assignment or quiz that has essay questions for manual grading in Moodle. To be able to mark an assignment, for the purpose of this video, I have added an assignment as well as a quiz that has an essay questions. To mark the essay questions, all you need to do, you click on the examination. On the examination page, you should be presented with the number of the participant that attempted the questions. You need to click on this gear button and select manual grading that is right here. There are two questions in this essay question 1 and question 2, and there are columns that indicate the question name and the column that indicate the questions to grade and the ones that are already graded. 1 to grade means there is one question under question 1 or one participant under question 1 that requires a manual grading. To grade this question, you need to click on grade. Once you click on grade, you will be presented with this screen where the question is being presented right here, while the response of the student is being presented right in this white box. Read the response and enter the comment. Good explanation, for example. So enter the mark out of 10, for example 7 out of 10, and click on save and go to the next page. Once you click on that, you will realize that questions to grade has reset to 0, while the questions that are already graded has reset to 1. Click on the second question. You also need to read it and enter the comment, for example pair, and enter 9 out of 10 and click on save and go to the next page. It will automatically enter the mark into the gradebook of the student and will be saved against the student record. Once the to grade column is reset to 00, that means you have successfully marked all the questions online. To mark the assignment module, go back to the course again using the navigation and click on the assignment. When you click on the assignment, you will be presented with the grading summary where you will see the number of participants, the ones that submitted. For now, there is only one student, and you can click on this grade button to be able to grade the student. Once you click on that, the student response, the name of the student will be presented where it will generate a PDF copy of the student response where you can be able to give a mark to the student and enter a feedback to the student. You can use this navigation to choose the annotation. For example, here is not correct, here is correct. You can choose the correct. Here is correct and here is correct. So you can enter any annotations that you want to enter within, and if you like, you can cycle this place to indicate something like it's not correct. Once you finish that, you can enter the feedback, which is going to go back to the student. Fair attempt, for example, and it will be indicated to the student that this is what his examiner has given the attempt or has given the feedback when he graded his assignment. In this box right here, that is where the total mark out of 10 will be entered for that assignment. For example, 7 out of 10. And once you enter that, then you click on save changes. Once you click on that, then these changes has successfully been saved. So to be able to go back to the course, you need to click on this course navigation, or you can go back to the assignment. To go back to the assignment, click on the assignment link and you can see that it has been graded already. That is how you grade online assignment. Thank you for listening and see you in the real-time facilitation.